This will be interesting. It's blowing a gale out here. Okay, hi everyone. Michelle Frary here, Member of Parliament for Peterborough-Kawartha, and I'm in Kingston right now on the beautiful waterfront. And what we have here, livable solutions, right? Our livable solutions. And so Crystal's going to join me here to talk about this. But I met her at a homeless rally in my community of Peterborough. And I always believe that if we go out and we meet other people who are doing things, that's how we can kind of customize to our own community to do the same thing. So, you know, I'm a big advocate for mental health today, obviously being Bell Let's Talk Day. But, you know, homes, housing is key to that and having that stability. When we look at housing, there's different situations, right? There's emergency shelters or crisis, there's transitional housing, and then we have permanent housing. So these are the sleeping cabins that were on display in Peterborough that Path has shown us. So you can see them behind me here. There's 12. So Crystal, welcome to our I love that we decided to shoot this in a storm. Working here. Okay, yeah, there's the camera might just drip on us, but Crystal, thanks for meeting with me and showing me around. So it's a shared kitchen space inside, shared bathroom, shared shower. These are sleeping cabins. So that's right. 12 of them here. You've been in operation for a year.
Yeah, just a year. Yeah.
And some good success stories with some of your people using.
Yeah, we've had, a number of people, some people have moved to permanent housing, and also the reduction in substance use over time has been really inspiring to watch and experience.
It's a community, and that's the essence of what you need is community. So one of the things I wanted to talk to Crystal about was the federal government's role. A lot of what you see here is actually municipal and provincial. So my role as a member of parliament is federal. So what can we be doing on a federal level, on the top level, to be reducing homelessness, to be sort of spending the money efficiently, to be setting the right message and ideology as well, to give hope. So we had an Auditor General's report that came out recently. It was fairly scathing on homelessness. And you have some thoughts on that. So it was that $4.6 billion was spent through CMHC, but they couldn't tell whether anything had been achieved in reducing chronic homelessness, which is the goal.
From that, right?
Yeah.
Why do we spend that much money and not measure the results? So absolutely the accountability, transparency, and measuring success or not, and saying, oh, this isn't working, maybe just try something else, but without measuring and collecting real data, how do we know, like, why are we making decisions to spend money if we don't have real data? And you know, we're spending money without accountability. That's not appropriate for taxpayer funded initiatives.
So you'd like to see more transparency, more accountability of where money is being spent.
Absolutely.
Agree 100% on that one. For people watching at home, there's still sometimes a disconnect. If you're not connected to this type of community, or you don't have somebody living rough on the streets or struggling, what is this transitional housing? Why is this important as opposed to permanent housing?
Well, what we do here is help to stabilize people, and especially people who have been without a home a long time, help them relearn life skills, and you know, help them relearn how to use water and electricity. And sometimes they just forget because they haven't been practicing. Right? We take a lot of our day-to-day life for granted when we're housed, and when those things are taken away, and you come up with new norms and new routines, you have to spend some time relearning how to live in a housed environment and take care of things differently than you would take care of, say, in a tent. Cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the kitchen, doing the dishes, those are all things that have to be relearned or learned in the first place, because some people haven't had that experience when they were children. So this gives them a chance to stabilize, to relearn life skills, and to create new goals for themselves before they move into permanent housing, where it's a big responsibility. So having the practice in their back pocket when they move into permanent housing gives them a better chance to have success in the permanent housing.
It's true, and I think the real key message I would say is you're a quarterback, Crystal. You have to take a lot of credit for this, because you do need that one leader who takes ownership, accountability. There are rules here.
Absolutely.
She has rules. It is not just a free-for-all.
No.
there's rules, and it is, you know, about empowering and getting yourself back up, right? A hand up as opposed to a hand out.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here as staff. One of our biggest challenges is finding staff who understand the difference between you know, empowering and enabling. So we're here to create independent or enable independent living. And so, you know, we don't do people's dishes. It's up to them to do their dishes, and up to them to do their cooking and clean up afterwards, and finding staff who understand that. And, you know, everybody here is sympathetic, but when they can sit back and say, okay, we'll enable you to do the dishes, but we're not doing them for you. You know, those kind of developments over time, that's what's going to make success in a permanent location.
Agreed. So on a federal government level, I can speak to that. There's a lot more we can do, and you're hopeful, I'm hopeful that there are better solutions, livable solutions, out there that we could be spending our money on better, getting better results, and helping that, because I think homelessness has always been an issue. It's just worse than it's ever been, and we can do better.
Yeah, and the messaging from all levels of government, the federal government, should be that you know, people suffering in homelessness should not exist in Canada. This is an unacceptable situation, and so the federal government should be staying, like, you know, telling taxpayers and telling the decision makers to the municipal level that this is unacceptable. That people are can you imagine somebody sleeping at this tonight in this storm?
I was just
It's
thinking
unacceptable. And so, you know, the messaging from the federal government needs to be, we need to take care of our people. That's what we're supposed to be here to do. And so leaving them out in the cold is just not an acceptable solution.
Sorry, finish.
Just you know, and that we should be holding all the. I'm fiscally conservative, and I believe in accountability, but we shouldn't be spending tax dollars without accountability and results, and expecting results.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And I think today there was another interest rate hike, and I just want to let you know, like, one of the folks living in one of these sleeping cabins, no substance use, no drug use, just couldn't make rent, couldn't pay for housing. That's the reality. What we have every day in our office, we have people who message they're living in their car, seniors. The cost of living is a massive issue, and the cost of living is directly related to bad spending, right? If you're not putting your money in where you're getting money back, right? And that comes back to the Auditor General's report. So we can do better. That's the message. And I think, Crystal, I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you for coming to Peterborough, and thank you for letting us come to Kingston to see this. And I just want to show you this community because it is clean. People have a place to close their door, lock their door, and be safe, and not have to worry about somebody taking their things. So that is to me the key, right? A lot of people don't like these tent cities where they see all of this stuff. Well, there's nothing here because they have somewhere to put it.
And we set an expectation that it will be clean. So
rules and expectations. She's a brilliant mind. Thank you very much, Crystal. I really appreciated it, and hope we stay in touch when we write policy to really fix and help homelessness. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks.